Welcome to the most heretical stream on the internet. I give you Wally1169.
Hello everyone, welcome to the stream and welcome back for Captain of Industry. In our last episode, we were looking at a couple of weird problems, one of them involving radiation. That actually wasn't a weird problem, it's just part of the game. And then also another one revolving around trains, which is still in fact a problem. It seems to always be hydrogen trains, and it seems to always happen as they're exiting the oil refinery. So I'm not exactly sure what they're doing, but they're definitely doing something that's causing them to get stuck either here or up on this hill, it seems, and then blocking traffic coming out of the refinery. So it's kind of annoying. Hoping that we can maybe figure out the problem to it. You need more trees marked. I can do that though. But I want to also show you what I've been working on as far as mines go. We have completed the limestone mine over here. We got everything out of it that I'm willing to dig up for various reasons. There's obviously a bit left around here, but we dug up enough. This little bit right here could have probably been worth digging it out. But I don't think it's that worth it, so we're not going to do it. So I am filling it back in now. Because I have walls here, I'm filling this corner in more slowly, but the rest of it's set to be filled in up to level 3 so that it can be sort of done. And I'm allowing slag now, which for this part here I was only allowing rock. And that's just because we do have a copper mine here, and I didn't want to dig up the slag again, just because it's a mess. East Mountain Mine needs more designations. All right, that's this. Yeah, okay. I want to do a little bit more here with this. And dig up a wider swath here. But I also want to think about digging down, because this is one of our replacement limestone mines. I wanted to see, so I dug down here, partially because this is a rail path, but also partially because I wanted to see how deep it actually goes here. And it goes quite deep, so I'm thinking I'm going to want to dig some of this out, but I'm hoping to get the rails through here before we have to do that. But even if we aren't able to get the rails through here before we have to do that, to get a hold of this iron, we do have quite a bit that's above this level here, and I can always ramp down from here into the iron mine if I have to. But for now, we don't need it, because we do have still a fair amount of iron available here. I think when we streamed last, we marked the first half or so of this level here, so they've consumed just about half of that level already. So we keep digging. We keep digging. We were also working on this factory here, doing recycling. We need to finish that up today. I did come over here and reconfigure. Well, I built the broken glass station, and then I reconfigured the copper and iron scrap to be solid, and to be solid, and then built them. So the other thing we have here is crushed iron ore, which comes from over here, and it's such a trace amount that I'm not going to focus on it right now. But we do need to bring that over here at some point via train. So I'm going to try to keep an eye on this intersection to try and figure out, or try and catch before they get too far backed up. But at the moment, I'm not sure what's going on with that. At some point, we need to redo smelting completely. This entire central plateau area needs to come down. We need to strip it off of there and put it elsewhere. So we need to find another place to build smelting. It could come out here maybe once we get rid of quartz. It could come out here if I did another line here, but I'm going to already have this one, so I'm not sure if I want to do that or not. It could just go like in here off of this line or something. Once this mountain's gone, it's not going to be that much longer to go. We're about halfway done with this part of the mountain that we were working, so there is that. We do have all this other mountain range here. I am still scraping the mountains down up here. This is just working outside of the existing copper and quartz over there. Just kind of skimming the surface as per usual. We are getting this huge copper mine here. which will be good. But yeah, we're going to need that new iron mine pretty soon. This quartz is going to last us for a long time, and then we also have this one here. I am scraping at it a little bit, but not a whole lot, so we'll need to dig in there further at some point. But I wanted to get most of the sand out of here first, so we are doing that. Other than that, I did clear all the trees from up here. That one there is on top of a hill, so they won't get it. That one there is on the side, they won't get it. But the rest of the trees there are all gone, and then we came over here to start working on these trees. So I did put in some stations here, and I removed, I think we may have removed that old line during a previous stream, but I completely removed that at some point, and we are now handling stations here for limestone, rock, and dirt. Those are all coming up from here, which is digging into that limestone deposit there. But I also have, because I am getting a little bit of limestone from this process at the moment, they are taking out the limestone via belt over into this train station as well. I could have put another train station in here, but I didn't feel like doing it. I thought that this would be just as good for our purposes, but dirt and rock are just going out the old-fashioned way. So I did a little bit different thing with the station here. I have kind of this weird crisscross thing, but it works out fine because it's such a low volume of traffic anyway. And then I just put a few parallel things in here. What the heck did I do here? Let's see, that and then this. So I just put a few parallel trains parking spaces in there for this. I'm never going to see any more than, well, I could see as many as 7 trains here, but with 3 of them there, that means 4 there, which is fine then. Math works out fine. So they are scooping in here. I guess if they get a full train of rock, or a full truck rather of rock, they would take it out here and dump it someplace. Actually, out here is where they would dump it. Oh no, I'm filling in dirt here. Oh no. Crap. I meant that to be rock. Oh. Well, we're going to scoop most of that back out again anyways. So, I guess it's fine, because we're going to have to scoop it out in order to get the limestone out of there. That's a bummer. Oh man, that's a lot of dirt that just got wasted. Oh well. Gold is not going to last us much longer either. So we're going to actually have to either start working our way toward one of 2 mines. The one out here on an island here means filling in a good chunk of this ocean, which we're going to do anyways at some point, or driving all the way out here. At least we can get out here. So if we have to come out here, pick up gold, we can. When the time comes, as this mine over here dwindles a little bit more, we do need to rebuild gold to take advantage of train networks and things anyways, and probably make it a little bit more centrally located in the base. Not horribly centrally located, but maybe some more. Maybe we design it, rebuild it, you know, somewhere over here, and then we're ready to take in the gold from over there into this. Not sure at this point, but we'll figure that part out. So let's get back to working on this factory. Since those mines are going, there's not a whole lot else I can do right now. I just want this guy to keep scooping away at this. I'm going to want you to scoop away on this side too. And then I think I'll have to decide how I want to handle this bit of limestone that's effectively underneath where the rails are going to go. Probably scoop it out, which is going to be a bit of a pain, but I don't know what else to do about it, so I think we'll have to do that. And I think then we'll have to just attack the copper, or the iron from up here if we get needing that iron sooner than later. So this new factory here, we have it all, I think it's all ready to go. We just need to piece it all together and build it. And where I want to connect this in at is probably going to be right in here somewhere. I want to grab the this intersection and find the place to put it. Now we're going to have to redo That's what I was afraid of. We're going to have to redo the express rails here, but that's okay. We can redo those. But I do want to put this in here, which means I need to tweak where that bucket is. Let's just move it back over here someplace. So let me take out a swath of this, and we'll take out a swath of this here. Maybe that. I will just put this in right here. And then I guess I need lifts on the outside of it too. No, I should probably... The crossings? No, they're fine. Put this in here. Well, you know what? Let's put that crossing in here, actually. Put it right there. And then we can do these here. Then we can connect you up like this. Let's just build it normal for right now, because I do want to delete some of this. Actually, a lot of this. Take that out. Let's put back this blueprint. And I want it to be where I don't have interference with that. So I think probably this one here. I think probably this one here. Go. See well enough here. 4, 5, right there. Okay. These actually don't need to be here at all. So I don't actually have to adjust those then, which is kind of nice. Okay, let me repair these then. Is this going to be a problem? No. Okay, good. Alright, let's just Unity this whole swath then, what they haven't built already. And you can Unity all of this, and you can Unity all of that. I will need to do some connectors. Some of the loop-de-loop connectors here. So that we can take exits from... this would go like this. I think we were doing blues. Oh, that's different. In that case... I do this... I can. Put that there instead. And then I want this to go... over here. And I think I will just put this one in here someplace. Check the rails. Good, 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 good. Go ahead and make those so too. Alright, so that'll take care of that stuff. And then this just needs to get realigned and positioned, but I do need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... probably 6 parking spaces, which is like this one. Although, maybe I want it like that one. No, this will be fine. I'll just have to remove the crap out of it. This will be fine. Let's see. You are... That's fine, too. We'll go somewhere in this vicinity. Oh, I have... That rail is not usable over there. Oopsie. Can I get... Yes, I can. Can I get one of these? Also, check my train system here. You are still okay. You're going that way. That's fine. This can... I don't want it to turn right away. I want it to turn here, so I need to push this other stuff out. Because I want to have a crossing here. Crossing. So let me take this whole thing, pick it up and move it out of the way a bit. paste the other thing down right here. I need to do a little bit of work. Here. Okay, you're done then for now. What do I want you to do? I stole you from up here, I think. But I'm also, I think, gonna leave it to just one, because it's just kind of maintenance-y stuff. And I think I would rather assign you to the other side of the factory. Helping out with this guy. I think that's a better job. We'll do that. And then back to our, nope, this factory here. All right, so that'll come across, and then it'll go into somewhere over here. We have this. This needs to be... Went one too far, I think. Yeah, I think that's fine. I need a basic crossing here, though, like one of these. You'll come this way. You'll go this way. You'll connect. And then this factory can start right there. We have an issue. There it is. Oh, yeah. That I need to do some more work on. Forgot about you. That. Need more dirt dumped here. And then I think I need to have the dirt go all the way up to the mountain over there. But that is for this. So it'll be something like that. And then go up the mountain. That'll be fine, yep. So we do this here all the way to there. This to there. This comes back from there. And then we can go up the mountain with... let's see. This. Oop, not that. Not that. Not you. This. Yep. Alright. You all dump some dirt in there. That'd be great. I don't think I need this one here anymore either. So you can come and help with this excavation project over here too. This might overwhelm things. We'll see. I could have this whole thing going into here, even in so much as I could move this over here and have 3 belts coming out of it going into the trains. That might be better. Right now I'm not going to worry about it, but that might be better later. Once this is filled in with dirt, which looks like it won't take long, partially because I have disallowed truck delivery of dirt here, partially because I have told them... No, I actually haven't told them to pick it up. Huh. I did not order them to pick up dirt there. Okay. So it's just all dirt that they got locally here from the top of this hill. That's all. It was all in these buckets. that they are now bringing in. And actually, they're going to be done in just a moment. They are done. Okay, and that's probably how we got so much dirt over where we got it. In that oceanside plot over there. Let's do this and this, though. Am I going to be all right there? I think so. Let's see how that... Actually, let's go ahead and put it down. See how it goes. You go here. No complaining. That's good to see. All right, let's allow dirt dumping back over here then. Those trucks have someplace to go. And then we can Unity build this. And then it just needs to ramp up like this one does. Which I think I remember correctly how this works. Actually, let me get rid of these markings here too. I think I remember how this works. We go out to 3 away. And then we just kind of go straight up the hill here. And it can end basically wherever. That'll be a good spot right there. Yeah, go around the other way. And this is going to replace this one. I moved this one over and I expanded or changed this intersection here. But I moved this one over. I'm going to eventually move this rail all over here. So they have a little bit more room for stations and things here. This needs to get rebuilt, possibly tonight. We'll see how that goes. Do I want them to build... I think I do want them to build this. Go ahead and build that. And then we'll bring the fuel in. And then we can go from there. I might need more people soon. How many people does recycling take? 32. Yeah, I think I'm gonna need more people. Let's add another people thing here. Yeah. Add another people thing. And let the growth grow. I do want to come back to this and turn that off. We already did. Good. Good. And then, while that's getting built, we can take a look at this. I am going to have to make the curves probably come from right here. But I don't know... Well, the other option is I could change this to be a T coming this way. Possibly. Let's take a look at that option first. Let me go get the T blueprint instead of trying to copy that one. If I change this T to come this way, it should snap right in there just the same. It's going to be way too close here. But that would also then be way too close here. But what I could potentially do is some shenanigans. Shenanigans are always good. This, that. This. Some of this. Some of this. Maybe. Might be not the right spot. Actually, that's not that bad. No, it looks weird right in there. I think I need to come back one more spot here. And then do the same. No, that's still going to be weird. That better? I like that better. Delete one more segment here, too, and do the same thing to right there. Alright, so that'll go in there. This will go in there. This would come out, and then we can just do a bit of straight track right in here. I think I'll put a crossing in here. I think I should put a crossing in there. I think I will put it down. I think I'll put it up. To do some Unity here. I'll go ahead and Unity this. I don't think it'll get too wacky because it's just going to be wacky anyway. And then I need to keep them from coming this way. So we delete this one and this one. Oh, we already reserved. All right. Chicken farms are complaining about water again. That means we might have fuel issues. Fuel transport issues. Plenty of fuel. It's just getting the trains there. Yeah. I'm going to do a little cheating here. Let the trucks come and help us a little bit. I think we're going to need more fuel trains. And I think the way to handle that is to maybe set up the trade algorithm method. To try and resolve it. But let's let the trucks give them a little bit of help. See if that helps enough for now. Where was I at? Right here. I took this one out. Let's Unity that. This whole rail segment here can come out now. We got trains using this one. It's good to see. And then I want to delete this one here. And in fact, I need to delete this one here too, which you've got occupied. Did you just get confused? You did. Damn it. How about you? Okay, good. You're fine. Sometimes they get confused right then. During the repath. But, they won't repath, but they're fine otherwise. Okay, let's Unity this. Unity that. Means this can go. And this can go. Well, you didn't have to go there to begin with, truck. That's fine. This and that both go. That doesn't really help this area, I don't think. Maybe it does a little bit. But what it helps is this area down here, which is what I wanted to have happen. It may come to pass that I move this entire rail this way. Probably will come to pass that I move this entire rail this way, which just means a little bit longer entrances for this, but that also might mean a cleanup of that entrance more to be more like this one, rather than like it is now. Just so that we don't have as many rail connections here. But we'll see how that goes later. That's a future Wally problem. They're getting water now, I see, which means they must be getting some fuel to make the water. And take them a little bit of time to buffer that back up again. But there's not a whole lot I can do about that. Let's go ahead and turn that back off again. And, yeah. Where are we at with trains here? Or trucks here. They're still occupied. Oh, it's time for more solar. I did delete most of the solar blueprint after the end of the last stream. And let them build just one row at a time. It's, they were just building them at random and delivering things at random. And they weren't getting any done because they were trying to deliver them all. So, this is better. This rail definitely is going to move this way. We just need to take care of this factory in order to move it over here. Okay, so other thing I did was I was looking to see, I can feel that trains are probably going to eventually become a problem. Big time problem for us. So I was looking to see if there's any mod that will increase the train capacity, because there is no technology that does it, which is kind of annoying. There are these technologies over here that is, I think I read somewhere somebody said, but I didn't actually look. Vehicle limit? No. I thought someone said there was an upgrade for vehicle capacity. But maybe there isn't anymore. Maybe they just took it out completely. This is one of these? No, this is pollution. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I thought I read somewhere that they said there was an upgrade for vehicle capacity, truck capacity, but it only applies to trucks, not to trains. Maybe they just took that out entirely. There's a rocket capacity here, but I don't see anything for truck capacity. World mine output, that'd be nice. Solar power would be nice too. All of these, though, require, I think... Actually, no, they don't require space science. We could actually be doing these any time if we had the people. And we did need the people because we went 7. We would have gone 7 to the negative building this. We, of course, will get a lot of those people back when we tear down the old one, but what are you going to do? Oh, I didn't build this pipeline here. Just do a Unity swipe over the whole thing. We'll build that pipeline. All right, I'm going to have to add in this train to the fuel, to the hydrogen line, which is probably going to be problematic because I already have enough of an issue. I keep adding trains to it, but it doesn't seem to resolve the issues entirely. But either way, I'm going to let them deal with that while they are doing this. I guess we could add another train to this line, but I think it's going to come down to doing that trade-based thing to get hydrogen, trading rock for something, then trading that something for hydrogen. Just to have another source of hydrogen. Don't know where I'll put it, but just to have another source of hydrogen. Could be out here. It would be actually a really good spot to do it, I think. Once we get rid of this coal. I think that coal's going to be our next coal mine to clear. And we could even start clearing it now, especially because we have this one on the rails anyways. We could easily put another one on the rails and even prioritize it. We should do that. I mean, we already have it. I would just need to send an excavator to it. Because you're coal. Yeah, I would just have to send another excavator out here. Alright, well, I won't deal with that right now, though. Future Wally problems. This quartz mine, almost disturbingly, almost perfectly accurate where this line was before, as to where the quartz is. Whether I get to that spot there or not is going to be another story altogether. But I think we can finish this little strip here, filling this in, and then I think I'll ramp up after this point to level 3 and fill it with slag as well as rock. This has come quite far. It seems like it's still taking frickin' forever, but this has come quite far because it was all of this. We still have quite a bit more filling in to do with the old copper mine there. And this is all going onto the belt, which is all going up here. It's not going to... That's not where this is coming from necessarily. Well, it is to some extent because it's going into here. But most of it's not coming from there. Victoria. Split the hydrogen line into several smaller lines. Yeah, I thought about that too, even having one for each destination, having a dedicated train for each destination. The problem is there's an imbalance in how much each one is using as far as hydrogen. So I don't know if one train will be enough for each destination or not. And then that just means even more trains. So that's why I haven't done it. But yes, I don't disagree with you. That might not be a bad idea. Like, how much hydrogen is flowing out of here every day? I don't know. I don't know if there's even a way to tell how much hydrogen is flowing here. But I know anywhere that I'm using the hydrogen to make water, which is not... Well, actually, it is here quite a bit. That's where we're going to be using a lot of hydrogen. So this one, but not as much here, because there's only one there. I know I'm using it a lot here. I know I'm using it a lot here. Yeah, look at this one. This one is flat too. I mean, luckily we have water coming in via this pipe, but I don't know that it's enough. And you are waiting for a free track. To where? Are you stuck? I think you were stuck. Okay. And look, we had 2 trains piled up here waiting to get in there. And there just wasn't the room for it. So, definitely some weird train scheduling issues happening. And now our trucks are overwhelmed. Why? I don't know. Let's see. This hydrogen here won't use much because it's just really here for train fuel. So there's not a lot of regular usage. We need to set new trains up for this though. Now that this is coming in, it should be okay to start doing trains. So we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4 new trains, new train lines for this. New line, recyclables. How do you spell it? I don't know. Recyclables, yes. That and this is like a brown, black color here. I think I'll go with orange and black. At a stop, this will have a pickup from here. And a pickup from here. Anywhere else recyclables are getting made. And a drop off here. The science, maintenance, a little bit here at nuclear, which I don't have a train for. I don't know why the hell I would ever do that. Science again. We're not doing offices yet. We should probably look at that. Actually, let's take a look at what those might give us for bonuses. Jonathan, welcome in. Maintenance again, science again, maintenance again. Yeah, so that's just those 2 for right now. Oh, it's time to extend our dirt again. Oh boy. Even more dirty than usual. This goes here, there, and at your leisure. Okay, let's go ahead and get a train built for this. We need a flat car train. No, 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 no. Yes. Copy that. Assign it to recyclables and go. And then new line or iron scrap pressed. Actually, I should call that recyclables pressed. I'll go change it in a minute. Scrap. How you doing, Jonathan? Iron scrap pressed. This is like a gray color. I'll just use black and white. You'll pick up from here. And when you're full, then you'll deliver to up here by smelting. That one. Empty. Okay, you're frisky in the way of you typing tonight. Okay. This will be a flat train as well. Copy. Use that one. New line. Copper, scrap, pressed. And this one is maybe this color here. Schedule. Copper. There and there. Full, empty. Copy. Build. You guys doing all right? Still? Appear to be. All right. And then we need to have one more. Broken glass. I also see this happening every so often. I want to take a look at what's going on with the Thought Police over there. This is like a light blue, maybe like that. Add a stop for broken glass, which is this one. And then this delivers over here. Now, this is the one that I'm kind of worried about having too much because it's not pressed, so it's going to be a larger capacity. We'll just have to see what happens with it. You are a hopper train. So we'll take a copy of you and put it in there. Hold. So what is the problem here? Well, you're still bringing in truck fuel. That's fine. Is there a issue with these maybe not quite outputting the... Yeah. What happened? An issue with the water. Not fully being produced. Oh, is that what the problem is? You use 30. You're only actually using 6. Is there a flow issue here? Shouldn't be. That's a Mark II. Mark II. Maybe I need to do... Shouldn't. I'm going to rebalance these all down a little lower. We had, I think, 48, 48, and 44. Divided by 4 would be like 35. We make it 36 each. If that's a bit more stable, just not quite running them at full capacity. I don't think it needs to be that low capacity, but maybe that'll be better overall. You are getting overwhelmed on your rock storage, which is why the trucks are overwhelmed. Alright, I do think we need to deal with this then. Can I get 3 belt lines through here? Not entirely, but I could if I stacked them. Which probably wouldn't be the worst idea anyway. Okay, so if I did limestone on the bottom, it would come through here. Go to there. And then come across and go into there. And then I did rock next. Could just bring it into there. Well, why don't I bring it all the way out to here? Take it to that one then. And then if I do dirt on top. That. I'll have to take this out in order to do that, but that'll be okay. Not getting any limestone right now anyway. Let's take this over here. Push it back a little bit. Maybe like here. And then I want to have, let's see, limestone rock dirt. Yeah. So then limestone will come out. U-shaped lift for the rock. U-shaped lift with one more lift for the dirt. This will come out like this. And then this will come out like this. And then those need to squiggle their way this way, so maybe I move that whole thing a little bit. Give me more than that, please. Give me this whole stretch, and I will just stamp them together. It's not the way that I like to do it, but for this particular run, I think this is fine. Saw it. There it is. Well, that was disturbing. And then we'll just move this whole thing over by that many tiles. Alright, so let's Unity build that. Actually, this whole damn thing. Let's do Unity. Insufficient materials. What are we lacking? Construction parts 3. Check my trains here. Still seems okay. A little congested, but it still seems okay. I just used too many construction parts 3, I guess, lately. Yeah, it's just a production issue. Alright. Say la vie. La vie. That means we're going to have to wait on this a bit. Which means that this needs to come in paused. Broken glass is going, at least. What else we got? No iron scrap yet, no copper scrap yet, but broken glass is on its way. That one's going to fill up first because it's not pressed. So that's the one that's going to run more often than these other ones. This is looking nice, though. This is working. and just taking whatever and compressing it however. This train only comes in every so often, but that's fine because we don't need it to be doing a disturbing amount. Let's see, you're going to maintenance to get the recyclables there now. And, yeah, you did. That one might be at a higher level than the town one here. Probably is. No, it wouldn't be. Because I didn't set priorities on them. Here. Yeah, they're equal. Because they're not, it's not holding anything up in either spot. You have harvested all of those trees already. So let's mark these ones. We're not going to be able to get to some of them. That's alright. And we're not going to go any further that way just yet either. Yeah, you can't get to this one or those, so take those out. I think I already checked those. They didn't work. You need to hook this glass up here. Means you need to stop demanding it. No, I can't do that yet. Nope, you need to still demand it. Because until I shut this old one down, wherever it is, over here, they're going to still be bringing that stuff in. So we need to start with this one. Means we also then need to do away with this. And I think for this, I'm going to delete it at is and let the trucks clean it out as is. And then this will just get whatever comes whenever it comes. How's this doing now? The trucks help let us get more stable. That was good. How is this one doing? It's full. Okay, good. That's the other one that I had to help stabilize. Had to get truck help to stabilize. I may end up having to do that long term. Just using the trucks to help stabilize the transport of certain things. You're not supposed to do away with trucks completely. So you're not supposed to have to or be able, well, be able to is a strong word, but I think it's fine. How are you all doing here? Yeah, I think we've reached the limit there. That's good. Is that glass again? Yeah. That's going to run 3 times as often as it should if we could compress it. I'm going to have outputs for these, though. Outside the train. Because the trucks won't be able to get in here. Yep. Let me grab... Nope, not that. Let's just do this way, then. Well... this one. Not there, not there, not there, but wait. 1, 2, 3, right here. And then lift here. And then that's got to do its thing like that, which I think I'm just going to do this. We'll have to wait for that. You'll be aluminum. And we'll make it red zone, and you'll be gold. Red zone. Those will get built eventually. But we're waiting on more production of these things. What the heck did I build that I used so much of those? I guess it was just building this because these each are like 360. Although I should have 4,000, so that could have been all of this, like the trains. Yeah, it was all of this. This whole build is like 3,000. So yeah. And then just adding in these belts over here just made it all worse. And then I had one of these too, which is 450. That'll do it. All right. And this is going, but it's just going to take them a little bit more time. Once this is ready, then we'll take this one down. How are you doing? Pretty well, but I have 3 of you on it, so that makes logical sense. Once that complains about being done, we'll do this side too. I want this to be 3 wide going down. And then we'll have to get that limestone out of there. They're collecting those logs at least. That's good. I mean, the fact that this is complaining, but there's 3 excavators going, I'm fine with it. We're going to have to dig down 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. That's a long way down. Get all that limestone out of there. It's probably best to do it now. Better than later. And that's at level 4? It's at 4, so yeah, we'll have to get down to like minus 23, minus 24. Something like that. But I wish you could build more like shaft mines rather than pit mines. And dig like a straight tunnel down. Oh, these two. These also took a crap ton of reds. Yeah. What are we gonna do? Alright, so you're ready to do the next set here. To do 4. And then all of this down to there. And then all of this over to here. There is so much dirt and rock on this plateau. It's going to take a while to get there. Get it all out, it is. Actually tempted here to dig this down one more level and then fill it in with dirt, but we'll do that after we deal with the limestone. That's probably what the trucks were complaining about, is all that building of those buckets and things. Probably. Okay, so we have all this almost full of glass, though. We do need to do something about this configuration. I think what I'm going to do is turn this one. Something like this. And then I'm going to bring a lift here. And this can come from there to here, right about there. And then one of these lifts can punch it into there. Unity, unity, unity. So these will basically get merged together. It should be fine. The trucks aren't bringing that much into this, and actually they're going to stop pretty soon if they haven't already. So, how are you? You're gone? Okay, good. It means that they got all of it here. We're going to have a little bit to take out of this. We'll have to deal with that, but that'll be all right. And then the rest of this scrap can just be scrapped. So let's delete that. Let's delete this, and all of this. I'm going to have a bucket for the pressed recyclables that I can put in, maybe right over here. Like this. And then I will just make this be a drop-off spot. And it'll get put in there, and once we get rid of any of that that's in the system, with all those deletions, then this will be fine enough. We should be running copper and iron now. This is actually stopped because we're backed up on it. I apparently have screwed something up. With these stations. Oh, yeah. That's what I did. I didn't copy them. All right, there we go. Now the trains will run. Oopsie. I did the same thing here. That one I did. One arrival? One arrival. Let's do this. I have no idea if you got anything in there or not. But if this is gone, which it is other than the aluminum, then it probably has. Not in there. probably delete this. Probably. All right, cool. This will have to get redone somehow anyways. It'll be a mess until we get there. Anyway. Okay, so that's taken care of. You're scooping away at this. That's good. A lot of dirt up here in this plateau too, as you can see there. So we're going to want to eventually... I mean, we're definitely going to want to take this plateau down anyways, but we'll have to do that at some point in the future. And very carefully. Trucks are still overwhelmed with whatever they're overwhelmed with. This can probably go now. So we're done with this thing, and that's all I really had it here for. We're taking out that ramp area, so I'm going to go ahead and take this out. Just in the way otherwise. And there's a tiny bit of rock left in there. Alright. So, what do we want to do next? This needs to straighten out, which means this needs to get rebuilt and realigned. Don't really think I need this pipe feeding in a tiny bit of water into here. We can probably just pull this out of the ground. I don't see why I should move this any further than I absolutely need to, and just have it be connected to this line. But what I want to do before we do that is I want to think about this a little bit more. Namely, the stations coming in for aluminum and titanium. And I'm going to line them up here. This comes out. We're going to move this somewhere else. We already talked about that a couple of streams ago. That's what this build is here. That's in the way a little bit. That's going to move. How close are you to being done? Half. Still waiting on reds. Did the belts get done? Almost. Still waiting on reds. Alright. And now we're starved out of what? Electronics, because we're starved out of copper. Shit. What's going on with copper? Just a supply and demand issue. Apparently. I only have 2 trains on that line. No, you're stuck. Okay, well that'll do it. And the other one was probably waiting to come in here. Yep. Why? And where else? And how the hell to find it? So they still use chicken feed, even though we are not using all the production from here. We might want to reduce the number of chickens closer to the amount of stuff we actually need. But I don't know if I feel like doing that math. Well, we could probably do it. Eggs. We are only using an average of maybe around 13 or 14 eggs, but our production jumps way up and then goes down to 0. Chicken carcasses. Maybe around 30. Maybe I don't even need one of these at all. Slaughter all those down. Pause one of these entirely. And let's see if that, how that ends up. Not sure how that worked either. I'm gonna let them try to drain this line. And then drain the buffers here, because there's 60 carcasses in there now. 60 eggs. Well, maybe I actually just killed a shit ton of animals and they went nowhere. I don't know. I don't know how that worked. Alright, well, we're going to leave it alone for a little while and see what happens. But reducing the load there, since they do constantly use the feed and the water, whether they need it or not, whether we need it or not, then probably the wiser thing to do. So is this sufficient still? Yeah, obviously is, because we're keeping up with it. If we look at Electronics 3, at this point it's sufficient because we can produce more than we're consuming on average. That spike notwithstanding, their average is going to be between about 10 and 14 here. The only issue is Electronics 3 are used in Electronics 4. And we haven't even started using Electronics 4 yet. We're also not currently doing any research, which we will at some point to be doing. So I'm not sure that we are producing enough. We should probably build this to be scalable. Right now we're capable of producing 18. But we should probably make this a little bit more scalable here. Let's double check this math. 36 divided by 4 is 9. 18 of those, and these are 1 to 1, so yeah, 18. So I think we should scale this so we have 2 of these at least blueprinted, and then we can figure that out. I do want to tweak this belt system that we have here, though, so this is going to take a little bit of work and or time to puzzle through a bit here. I want to take a copy of this and look at this some more. So in comes the silicon wafers. However, if we have any of these other 3 ahead of them, then I want those to get used first, which they are. But the problem is there's no rhyme or reason as to which one of these is which. So I think what we have to do here is organize this merger so that we have different things coming into different inputs. For the 3 different things that could come in, or the 4 different things that could come into this build. These being smashed together like this, I'm not that bothered by, because they're not going to buffer up like this, but this will. So I think what we need to do is have, I wonder if I can just do it like this, though. So this would be the priority input, bringing in the upgraded stuff over the regular stuff that comes in wherever. For the upgraded stuff, then we're going to want to have the first priority be here, because this would be the highest tier stuff, which is going to be this 3 C's. So I want to only have the 3 C's coming out of here. This thing here. The rest of them go forward. And then here I want to have the 2 C's coming out. And then here I want to have the 1 C's coming out, right? 3C, 2C, 1C. C. That. And then these will all be returned on separate belts. There. 2C or not 2C? That is the question. I'm going to do it like this, though. And then these can go into the same thingy here, because they can just be prioritized amongst themselves. You'll go there, you'll go there, and then we bring in the silicon wafers into this one. So highest priority is whatever comes in here. Highest priority is this one, which is the 3 C's. Behind it is this one here, which is the highest priority of the 2 C's, which puts the 1 C's below the 2 C's, but since all of these are on this belt, they're ahead of the silicon wafers. So that'll be better, I think, and this is the electronics pieces that go out here, which I think is going to be a better system overall. Huh? What? Things that make it go, So we want 4 of these. We need to have... I think we can still maintain this central delivery system the same kind of way. We just need to build in the trains into this. This thing here produces 12. These guys use 18 divided by 4, which is 4.5. So I actually need 2 of these if we double this, which is fine. But we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then fuel would be 7, and then 8 for this output stations. These are only used for making that, so they're just an intermediary product. Okay. And we are out of electronics here. What's going on with electronics? Why? Plastic. No. Copper? Oh, it's fine now. It was broken, probably from copper. But plastic is also out. No, it's not. I lied. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's moving. There's still some in there. What's going on with plastic train? I might need another plastic train. Yeah, I think I'll need another one of these. Copy. Build. Go. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, including fuel. They'll be in some sort of a line. Maybe I back it up against there, but all the trains like this. That'd probably be good. I can just straight up copy this train here, although it's going to have fuel added to it. That's fine. And then the rest of them are a bunch of flat drops and a liquid drop. Oh, technically 2 liquid drops if you count fuel train. Let's see. Not you. Take this one. Yeah, that looks redundant, but it is redundant. So, actually, let's just do this. Maybe. That. And then I need one more fuel drop-off, so I can just copy this guy. I think, reasonably. Or more liquid drop-off, I mean. That can go over here. Actually... no, it should be on the other end someplace. I need solid drops, which I can grab. Maybe a copy of this one here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, and wouldn't you know it? Sorry, truck. And now you're stuck. Just gonna come down here. Into that. Those are all backwards. Those pipes. What are you going to do? I don't know if that's the right order or not, but I think it is. Because these would all come in down here on the end. Doesn't really matter what order they come in. They all go to the same line. They can just come in different directions. This one, included. Actually, that one might be better to have on the farthest end, since we're making that into these. Thinking about that for a moment. Yeah, I think so. So, in fact, I wanted to put this on the end. That'll be silicon poly. Which I think I have on a train already. I have it ready for train if I don't have it on a train already. I don't have it on a train yet. It's only used for this one thing. Well, these two things, electronics, and then regular solar cells. Yeah, these three things. And we don't have the electronics going anywhere on a train yet, so that makes sense. Or going it doesn't go anywhere on a train yet, so that's fine. We're ready to go when we're ready to go then. This is going to be acid. Right there, I didn't have to type anything. And then these, it doesn't matter what order they're in. It's just going to be copper, plastic, and gold. Some order. Did I not? We don't have gold on the train network yet anyways, but still fine. Plastic. Oops. And then we can do that. Be right back. All right, I'm back. Copper. Copper. Coppers. Like that. And then the last one is electronics 2. What'd I do? What are you being heretic about, Jonathan? everything. All right, that should do. We just need to get it all connected up, of course. You need to have some version of this here and here. You don't need that. And you don't need this. We need to relay that pipe. Goes this way. And this way. Flip of these. The harvester's complaining again. We need to go take a look at what it's complaining about. Already done. And this one needs to be relayed, but I'm going to do that. This tree harvester. Nope, tree harvester. So I guess you're done. Let's do a control U here. And get rid of these decoratives because I hate them. Yeah. Hate them. Alright, so yeah, you won't be able to get to these little areas out here. We already removed those, already removed those. We already removed this one and this one. And now you need to come over here and back to work on this. And for that, I can either add them back to it or I can take the other one off, and then they will both be working on those because nobody's assigned. Did I miss any marked trees over here? But I might have missed one elsewhere. Who the heck knows? Could still be some marked. Over here. No. I don't know. Alrighty. Well, it is what it is. Weirdly complaining, but not that weird, I guess. This can be unpaused now because everything is as it should be there. And I want to come over here and take a look at this. Now, what are you waiting on? Copper still / again? Yes. Alright, well. I'm going to Unity those down again because they're not doing any good being up when we don't have any copper anyway. Just a matter of trains running, I guess. Both are driving, so may need to add a third one into the network. We'll see, though. 2 might be fine once we get things straightened out. Alright, so you guys are delivering to here now. Means this can chill. Let's go ahead and pause it. Take the workers out, all that thing. Actually, I think this can just be deleted. Yeah, just delete it. And then that means that this and that and this entire belt can all be deleted. Which means that this and that and this can all be deleted, but I do need a copy of that. I do need to plug the rock and dirt into this. Let's do a Unity on this bit down here. And then I will just put this into there. I need to have a different one for that. Unity that, delete that nub, and delete that nub. Not sure why you kept your status there. Oh, because that's flipped backwards. That'll do it. Still kept it, though. There we go. Suck it. Alright, so that'll take care of this. You're already complaining about being full? That didn't take long. Alright. It's literally outputting as fast as it can. At 450. These can be removed at their earliest convenience. How the heck am I going to dig all that down? Can't dig from here because this is only about 12 to there, and I need 25 or whatever it was. So I would have to flatten this back, and I can't really do very much more of that. I don't have the room here to do it. Nike. Could come at it from this direction, but then I don't have a way up there. Unless I widen this some more. Which I could do. I could widen it out to this far. Easily enough. Give myself 2 more things, and then I'd have to just be real careful with the walls. Maybe that's what we'll have to do. I am allowing pickups here by truck, yes. Alright. It's fine. Can't believe I did that with that dirt. So stupid. Alright. Well, luckily we're going to scoop most of it right back out of there later. Okay, back to this factory here. So, this needs to go somewhere else. I think I'm going to just take this pipe out now, because it's kind of in the way as it is. All these. I think I will just put one of these things, plugged into this for now. That cannot be Unity built, but good thing we got this nice buffer box here. So this needs to move over quite a bit. Gonna probably put it as far as I can get it this way, as far as I can get it that way. Do I need this anymore? I don't know if I do or not. Can I put it somewhere else? Yeah, let's put it over here. You weirdly can't Unity build these. I don't know why. I don't understand why. Rid of this. We covered the rest of them already. Alright, so what this needs to do is go somewhere in the middle here, like this. These guys will all come out and go to the end. And that'll be alright. Then this setup can be repeated. Oh yeah. Don't need very much of any of that stuff. That's kind of good. Then we can do this again with a flip and a rotate. Like that. And then I want to double it for later, future Wally purposes. It can probably be just like that. We won't build the second half, but we'll plan for it. I have gold on level 2. Why did I lift that up at all? Oh, because I have these on level 1. Right. Okay. I need to have 2 of these thingies making this stuff, which I think I will do maybe over here someplace. I could also just have them feed directly in. You need the water, which I do have on the top already anyway. I think... Yes. Need the water. Could do something like this. The water could come in from over here. This stuff goes in there. These come out and go into their respective homes. And then the water can continue along to here. I like that idea. I like it a lot. But I need to get the other 3 guys through here, which actually they could go above these things. Should be fine. Alrighty, so let's do that. You're making 12. You're using 18 divided by 4. So one of these will more than feed these 2. And then this one would go up here, and again, just off center a little bit there. And I guess I could copy this belt and I have to redo it. But I could have also waited to build the second one until I got the first one done. Let's see. We need a total of 6 acid, 6 water, 6 copper, 6 plastic, and 4.5 gold per minute per line. So even if you take those 6s and you multiply it by 4, you're still only at 24. Which is great. Let's see. This needs to go someplace where I can bring the water in, so we're probably ended up moving it. The water from here, that is, by the pump. But I could always bring the water in the other way, and then take it out from there into here. That would be fine too. So let's see, the silicon, we might as well keep it on the floor, because we already have it on the floor. Let's go in, well, let's actually see about spacing here first. I think I'm going to do this a little bit closer. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away. About there. And then we'll have our lifts. Let's see. Let's go with gold here. Goes up once. Plastic goes up twice. Copper goes up thrice. This can just go straight across there into there. This can come back to here and into there. And that goes into there. And those would continue down to here. And then acids on the next level. Four? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so then acids on 4. I want to take out the pipe here, though, so we don't have a weird pipe junction in there. This goes here, to there, to here, to here, there. Didn't take this one out, though. That's why I retraced my steps. Go there to there. And then water we can run. Finish later, but I'm going to take it back. Nope. From here to there to there. No, I'm going to do it like this. and then silicon comes out. 1, 2, 3. Goes into, not there, but here. Like this. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is combining them all into this. Now we are making 36 total because we're going to run 4 of these, and it runs 1/4, one each of these on even. So that means that I need to have 36 total throughput here. I think I'm just going to do this down here someplace. It means that now no, that's perfect. Put that there. These will come out 1 and come down. 18 from each side. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Go into there, and then coming out from there, it goes into up to 6 of these. And then we'll need to have 6 times 12, which is 72. So a fast belt of electronics too. And those will go in here someplace. I think I want to do this like this. They need to be further apart, though. I'm going to do this belt on the ground. It'll go into the first spot. No. Second spot. I'm going to do that just for fun. Symmetry. I want to have a lift here. It only really needs to go up 1 level. And then a Mark II flat. Going out like this. I think I'll come over to wherever I need to go. It'll be here. And then into here. And across to here. And then flat lift goes into here. Like that. And then the output belt will come together. We're only be making 6 times 6, which is 36. And that'll come down here and into this one. I do need to deal with fuel here, though. Mark II pipe should be plenty. You do this. And snap that into that. Snap that into that. That'll get us the fuel for the station. So I think I can remove this now. I think I'm happy with that part. Happy with this part. We'll only build half of this to start with. This will actually, I guess I could do this belt here too. This will come around like this. This. Like this. Go out past this one. I could come back on it. Like this. Ooh, I like that. Just like that. Those did not connect up, any of those. Flat connector. You. Alright. That should do this well enough. And then we just gotta figure out what we're gonna do about water. We needed, how much water again? 6 plus 6 is 12. 24 water eventually. And, this whole area is water, but I want to figure out what I'm going to do about the trains here. before we decide where this is actually going to go. So if I have this train track going through here, more or less like, oh shit. Oh, that didn't work. That's what I get. This goes here. There. Like that. This could get pushed over quite a bit, but I also need to worry about where this goes. We're going to have 8. I want a parking lot for 8. I could just do one like this. I also need the station entrance thingies here. Don't want... Yes, I do want... No, I don't want that kind. I want this one. Like that. And then you'll need another 90-degree curve here. That. In the same place. Yes. And then I can do the T. So, this... Oops. I want to move this whole thing that way at least one block. Not a problem. I don't think I want it any closer than here. The trains have 3 blocks to stop in, which is fine. shit. Where did that come from? You. And probably about here. It's fine. Need to figure out where that stuff right there, those artifacts came from. Right there. Valid pillars placement. What the hell are you whining about? Also, where did that stuff go? It disappeared. Disappeared. Valid pillars placement. What isn't connected now? Right here? Oh, yep. Okay, this pipe needs to get redone then. All the way back here, even. Mark 2 pipe. We come out this way, go up, and I need an extra space here. Oopsie. You'll go to this point and then snap into there. And you'll go into this point and then snap into there. That's better, because I needed a pillar here. Weirdly, I didn't need that one there, but I guess it's because there's not a junction there. That's fine. Okay, so this should work, but the problem is that I need to shut it down and clean it up before I can get this one going completely. But I could do truck supported stuff anyways, because especially for things like gold, because I'm going to need that anyway. So let's get that ready to go here. To there. Flat lift. This comes this way. So I will put you right there. Flat lift down. Gold. But do I need to worry about that so much? Probably. Yeah, probably. Let's copy this then. I can just do the same thing here. That was copper anyway. Here. Copper, plastic, gold. All this one too. There we go. Oh, and silicon poly. That one could be different, actually. We can just run that one straight. Okay. Let's see. Gold. Draw backwards. Oopsie. The whole thing is backwards. Because of how I started the run. Okay, so gold is here. Plastic is here. Missed one rotation. Copper is here. Electronics is here. Silicon poly's down in the end. Then acid goes in here somewhere. I also see an issue with my rails here. Those and those. Gone. Then the only thing we have to worry about is water, and I can take a look at that right now. So, water. Need to come in from over here someplace. I guess I can just pump it right here. And send it down along the... let's do it like this, maybe. We needed 6 divided by, or 6 total here, times 4 is 24. So a single regular boring old pipe will be sufficient. Do this, and then up to, actually right here. No, out by one more. To here. That's the same line that all those are in. And then I could take it all the way down there. Yeah, I'm going to do that just for fun. Down to here. And then over to here. Means I need to flip that pipe. I forgot about those. And then this into here. Flip this. Flip this. You need 4. So we have 24 plus 4 plus 4 total. That's still less than one of these, which is 60. No, 48. But still less than one of these. That should be right. All right. That'll be fine too then. And we could start building this thing. But the problem is, I don't know that we have the stuff to do it. And I'm going to have all kinds of waste products here, too. Let's think. I need to figure this out. This gets deleted first. And I need to have more buffer here. Let's just step this up to big guy. I didn't build that. Oopsie. Oh, I know why I didn't. Go ahead and turn this off, but Unity that. This will empty into that one. Post haste. How it goes. Full up on limestone. Excellent. I'm not balancing these at all, so we're using half and half from here and over here. Probably isn't the best situation. Like, maybe I should stop this mining over here of limestone and keep going. Oh, you gotta go up and around? Oh, because you're going to there. Yeah, that wasn't smart anyway. This should be over here. Let's check my main train lines here again. Still running fine. A lot of hydrogen trains waiting. Why are you... Are we that full on hydrogen now? Like, nobody needs me to bring in hydrogen at this point? Okay, well, shut up. Crap, I lost focus, though. There's something else that I wanted an excavator for. What was it? I don't think it was this, because this is hardly moving. I don't think I need more than 3 down here, because I think any more than that's going to be too much. Oh, it was the coal over here. Yeah, let's get that started. I think you were the one. Yes, you're the one. You. A couple of 3 of those, maybe. And let's turn this station on. And find our coal train. Excuse me. Jeez. Coal train. Schedule. Add this one in. If full priority. And let's excavate this bit here. Start out with just taking out the mountain, of course. That far there. Okay, one more. Yeah. Slope down, please, to here. Right out too. And then give me this part here. Like this. Take out the mountain first. It's going to take a while. But what are you going to do? Once you guys are empty, I can clear you. And get out of the way. And then this can be removed. We'll come back to this mine here once we're done fiddling over here. Which is going to be fun. I will have to take this out anyway to get to all of this. So we could push this way as well as this way. But I think what I will do is... What has you gummed up right now? The lack of trucks? Because they're all sitting around with limestone in them. Yeah. Okay. Have you... You have. Excellent. Delete that. This can probably go now because we're going to be just about done with these. I have so many of these, though. I'm going to have to do some shenanigans. Get this stuff sorted back where it's supposed to go properly. Oh. Take those out. You can take all this out. Actually, take all of this out. All of this out. All of that out. Alright, it's shenanigans time. Start with this. Actually, just... Unity that. And trucks can deliver to it. I need to take out these belts. Not here. Shit. I need to take out not only these belts here to get the trucks through here, I also need to take out these belts here to get the trucks through here. Let's go ahead and build these 3 machines and allow for full delivery on them. And then I hope that they will take the things from here and deliver them into those 3 machines. They may end up coming back here because I timed this backwards, so they may come back in here. Those wafers did. But they'll also deliver acid, water, plastic, and copper and gold into these, which I'm fine with. It'll be fine. Let's go ahead and do these here, but I want to turn off their requests for right now. Allow the delivery of the items. Did I not? Oops, I didn't Unity. I just unpaused. You might as well go ahead and build this since it's going to take you forever to build it, because I can't Unity it. Bunch of those, which is fine, because this is full. I can probably let them build this part here. Half of it. Half, Wally. Half. Go to the belts there, obviously. And that there, too, just for fun, though. And then I'll repair these later. Somebody brought in some fluids here. Yep, you get the F out of there, though. Some wafers there. You too. These wafers are probably still in transit, or they exploded upon contact with the air. Could be either. I don't know. Either. I'm going to give them a little bit more time. Wish there was a way to find out. But the issue is that if they're on trucks headed this way, they gotta come all the way here and get dropped off before they can turn around and drive all the way back. So it could be this group of trucks somewhere here. I don't know. You guys that are just chilling here, though, you need to get out. That one didn't go. We'll give them a couple of minutes. Let's go take a look at our excavation progress here. Oh yeah, you're waiting on limestone. How far over did I want to go? No, L, there we are. Over to here. Go ahead and mark that. Like this. And I might go even further, but then I have to deal with iron. Means another station here. They'll probably come up here and start scooping away at this. I can make one of them focus on limestone, at least off and on. That'll be fine. How many trucks do you have? Probably plenty. Ah, here you come now. Yeah, I just have too much limestone. I could do a little bit of storage here for the limestone. Like I could, I could just have a train of buffers here so that we didn't have this problem entirely. Let's go like here. How many I want though? Maybe 4 of them. take this into there. Put this back into there. And then we don't have to worry about limestone ever again. Well, ever. Yeah. Okay. And then these trucks will reactivate. The excavators will come over here and start scooping out some dirt and rocks. And things will be a little bit better. Trains are still looking all right. They're moving. It's a little congested here, but they're moving. It's a flaw in this design having these two big-ass stations sharing one entrance. Eventually, this is going to have to move. There's just no way around it. This is going to have to move. Then I'm moving the town again. Once this moves to another area, then we'll see what happens. But for right now, it's just got to be the way it's got to be. Truck is struggling. Okay. This. Did you get any more wafers? No, so they must have exploded on contact. That's fine, I guess. Alright. That means I can recopy this swath here. There. Oh shit, that was wrong. Redo that again. Here. And then I need to just have some of these belts go through here like this again. And, let's get electronics flowing. So you need to be requesting. Actually, they all can be requesting now. I'm going to start from the end and work my way backwards, though. So this goes... let's see. Pause. That, this, that, this, that. That's fine for right now. This, that, this. That didn't actually need to be redone. Let's take this belt out. And, please, thank you. And not make that one. Leave it alone, right there. We still have these to get rid of, so I don't want to fire one of these up yet. I have gold to get rid of, too. I don't know about that water, if that'll ever actually go. I could do some shenanigans with it. This. Just to use the pipes as... Oh, wait, nope. Pause that again. Those don't need to be unpaused. We're not building that, Wally. I'm going to screw that up. I know I am. And then we can add this in when it's time. Oh, I can put down more solar cells. Solar power now. Do I want any more here? Yeah, one more row would be fine there. I put that alert up for myself so that I could remember to do it. Future Wally would be very upset with me if I do. Oh, darn. Alright, good. This is running again. Which means that we can have that. I should probably have them build this train station in its entirety. Might as well build the fuel train station 2. which means probably all the fuel pipes. No, those will come with the stations. I can unity the rails. Be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but actually we can just do all of this. This is fine. You have torn this down completely. Have you emptied out this completely? No, please empty that out. Into this. I don't know why you haven't. Oh, it's on the way, I guess. Once that's done, then we'll have some fun. I think I will take these out from here. I'm not going to let this go yet, but I'm going to take these out from here and feed them down this way somewhere. Just temporary belts. I don't really care where it goes. Go into its own port there. Actually disturbingly perfect. I don't want it to go yet, though, because I want to make sure this train still can do its thing for a little while. But, yeah. And then we'll load all that into here that we can. See about getting this train taken care of as best we can. We may actually have to put storage in. Actually, I will have to put a storage in somewhere along this line. Just go, like, right in here. Which means I can actually buffer that. No, I don't want to do that either. But I can do this and let that get built. That'll be a temporary storage too then. And I think what I will do is try and take care of this off camera. Get this all built, of course. You have just about spent all of these. Did we get the ones out of here? Did. Excellent. Your delivery schedule is clear now, so I think we can fire a portion of this up. Let's do this part here, up to there. Let's also do this part here. There and here. Here and there and that one. The belts up and pipes above I don't need to touch. And then we can do this one and we can do all of these stations. Let's do them all. Fine. That's going to take a little bit of time to build. Did I do this all right? All right. All right. Probably. Actually, I should pause this production for a little while. Yeah, I think I'm going to just pause this here. Because we're going to need to suck them out of here and get this all done. But I will do this part off camera. We're going to finish up for now, for tonight. I'll need to pipe all these electronics over there that I can. Whatever's left in this will have to get delivered to here, which is fine. We'll be happy to take those from us. And we'll get the rest of this built. I'll hook those trains up to their networks once we have this going. And we'll have fuel here and things, but that'll all come later. So I'm going to keep working on this. I'm hoping that I can get some of this limestone out of here so we can actually bring the train track down through here, because I would like to have the iron and the copper from this level rather than from this level. Since I don't have to dig down, I can just dig in and then dig down just a little bit to get access to that iron and copper, as opposed to having to dig down from this side. So I really want to get the rails down here if I can. But we'll deal with that in the future as well. For now, though, let's find ourselves a raid target and get out of here. Let's raid Taco. Playing Alchemy Factory. Is he playing it solo or multiplayer? Unclear at this point. There's no +1, so he's probably playing solo. Looks like he's playing solo. Yeah. Extra Life charity stream, of course. So let's see what he's up to in Alchemy Factory. If you are interested in Alchemy Factory, come back tomorrow night. Or if you're unsure even, come back tomorrow night and join Jeff, Lana, and I as we play Alchemy Factory. The three of us, possibly IT with us as well. It's pretty good, pretty complex. I'm also doing it solo on YouTube, so if you want some more enjoyment of that, make sure you check out my YouTube page for that. And then come and join us in Discord, hang out with us, talk about games and technology, share memes, and make fun of Calidor. And then next week, we'll do some more Captain of Industry, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, of course. And then we have game night in Discord also on Friday nights. So come and join us for that as well. But for now, though, let's raid Mr. Taco and see what they're up to over there in Alchemy Factory. So thank you all for coming. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chatting and redeeming. And we'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.